What's up, YouTube? I got a cool video coming in today. I'm going to be talking about the 2012, I think it is, Oscar nominations. I think that's what they call it. Anyways, it's the 84th Annual Academy Awards. So I'm going to be going through the nominations that just got announced today. Um, there's some stuff that's missing in there that I'm kind of surprised about, but at the same time I'm not, just because it's the Academy. But anyways, we'll just get started right at the top, and I'll kind of actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go back to the motion picture at the end. I'm going to start off with Best Actor. So nominees are Damien Bichir, I don't know how you say that, for A Better Life, George Clooney for The Descendants, Jean Dujardin for The Artist, Gary Oldman, which is kind of cool, that's his first nomination ever, for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and Brad Pitt for Moneyball. My pick out of this is, I haven't really seen The Descendant, I haven't seen The Artist. One out of these I really seen was Moneyball, and Brad Pitt was really, really good, but I think George Clooney's probably going to win. I think it's just his year at the Oscars to finally get it. Although I haven't seen The Artist yet either, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I've heard great things about it, and I think Jean Dujardin is definitely a candidate for that as well. There are some things missing from this, though. I don't really know who this Damien Bichir guy is. I don't know how to say that. I really don't even know why he got nominated, to be honest. There's some ones that are missing on there that I was kind of confused about. Ryan Gosling for Drive would have been one. Biggest one, though, Michael Fassbender for Shame. Where the heck is Michael Fassbender? He, like, 2 good movies he was in this year that he didn't even get looked at for, so that was kind of surprising. But everything else looks good other than that. I just don't know why that Damien Bichir guy's on there. Anyways, best performance by an actress in a leading role got Glenn Close for Albert Nobbs, Viola Davis for The Help, Rooney Mara for The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Meryl Streep for The Iron Lady, and Michelle Williams for My Week with Marilyn. So obviously right away you're going to hear Meryl Streep and you're going to think, Meryl Streep, she's going to win this. It's Meryl Streep. But the two I'm kind of voting for, in my opinion, I haven't seen Albert Nobbs, but I did watch the trailer, and Glenn Close looked really good in that. But I think that actress-wise, I think The Help's going to take some Oscars home. Rooney Mara, of course, she was really good in Dragon Tattoo. I actually saw that a couple days ago, and I was really impressed. That's another one that I'm surprised I'll get to later. Didn't really get as many nominations as I thought it would. But my vote's actually for Viola Davis. I haven't seen The Help. My girlfriend watched it, and my mom's watched it, and other people. And I just know the actresses in it apparently are really good. And I know that Meryl Streep won Best Actress at the Globes, but I think Viola Davis is probably going to get this one for the Oscars. I guess we'll see, though. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role, Kenneth Branagh for My Week with Marilyn. He's a good actor. I don't see him winning, though, but he's a good actor. Jonah Hill for Moneyball. We now live in a world where Jonah Hill has been nominated for an Oscar, so that's kind of cool. The one that I wanted to see on here, and actually it did get put on there, which I'm very happy about, Nick Nolte for Warrior. He's my vote to win. I think he gave the best performance for supporting actor last year. My runner-up would probably be Christopher Plummer for Beginners. He's always a great actor, and I can actually see him winning it. I'm actually thinking he might. Next is Max von Sydow for Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. This is the one movie, actually, I'm just going to tell you guys right now. It's on Best Picture. It's got that last spot on Best Picture that so many other movies deserved and didn't get. And this movie, apparently, I didn't watch it, but I heard it sucked. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. The reviews on it were bad. Other critics that I respect have said it's crap. And it's a 9/11 movie, so it doesn't surprise me that it's been nominated for what it's been nominated for. Typical America. Next is Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. We got Berenice Bejo for, I don't know if I said that right either, for The Artist. Jessica Chastain for The Help. Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids. That one's kind of cool. Janet McTeer for Albert Nobbs. I have no idea who that is. And Octavia Spencer for The Help. Right off the bat, I think really the two best people there is going to definitely be for The Artist and Octavia Spencer for The Help. But I think Octavia Spencer is going to win it. I don't really think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about that. You know, I'm going to go and rent The Help today, because actually I should probably watch it. Next is Best Achievement in Directing. This is pretty good. This is kind of what I expected, but there's one on here that I'm kind of like, Oscars, why? Academy. First one's Woody Allen for Midnight in Paris. Excuse me. That's kind of expected. It's Woody Allen. The Oscars love him. Michael Hazanavicius for The Artist, which I kind of rooting for. Like I said, I haven't seen The Artist, but it's like my most anticipated movie of the year in the sense that I haven't seen it and I really want to. Um, Terrence Malick for Tree of Life. This is the one. I watched Tree of Life about a week ago, and as an art film, it was really well done. As a movie, for a 2.5 hour film, the story was extremely incohesive. It was very hard to follow. There was a random spot in it where there was about 25 minutes or so, 20 minutes of just uh, basically space and planets, and there's a random scene where dinosaurs kill another dinosaur and it doesn't decide to eat it and it walks away and lets the thing live, and there's just like other random weird stuff like that. And I don't know why he got nominated for best director for this movie. There's other movies that should have been nominated, such as Drive, for what's his name, Refn, Nicholas something Refn, and another one, of course, would have been for Warrior. Warrior should have been nominated for more stuff. It got nominated for like nothing. So I don't know why Terrence Malick is on there. And if he wins, I'm just probably going to stop watching the Oscars because I'm just sick of this kind of stuff where they nominate these artsy Oscar bait films and then they end up winning. But anyways, my vote is for Martin Scorsese. I think it's his year to finally win Best Director again. I think he's very deserving. Hugo is the most nominated film of the year, so I can see that. Definitely see that getting the nod. Next is Best Screenplay, written directed for the screen, so original screenplay. The Artist for Michael Hazanavicius, Bridesmaids, Kristen Wiig, which is kind of cool, and Annie Mumolo. Margin Call, I have no idea what that is. Actually, I'm going to check that out really quick here. I thought the screenplay thing was kind of lame, actually. Oh yeah, that movie, it didn't look that great. Really the only one that I think is good or the ones that have a really good chance is Midnight in Paris and The Artist, but I can see Midnight in Paris winning just because like I said, the Oscars love Woody Allen. Next is Best Adapted Screenplay, The Descendants, Hugo, The Ides, I don't know how to say the Ides of March, Moneyball, and Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, which I thought was kind of cool. I want to see that movie as well. All the scripts are great. I've read them all, but I honestly think that it's probably going to go to The Descendants. I think The Descendants actually might be that movie this year that ends up taking all the important Oscars, and it's the underdog for sure, but I can see it winning a lot. The other one that I could see winning would be Moneyball. Aaron Sorkin, who did the script for Social Network, and I believe he won the Oscar for that. He's a great writer, and I think that Moneyball had a great script, so I can see that winning. Although Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy also had a very trippy mind warp to it, apparently. So yeah, it's a good bunch of nominations. This is the one that was kind of also annoying. Best Animated Feature Film: A Cat in Paris, Chico and Rita, Kung Fu Panda 2, okay, it was good. Puss in Boots, me, and Rango, which I wanted to see on there, which I'm very happy. I loved Rango. I thought it was excellent. But one that's missing on there, Tintin. Where's Tintin? That's kind of strange. Best 4, I'm not going to go over. Best editing, I'm not going to go over the technical ones, really. The only one really I'm going to go down to really quick is Best Achievement in Music, so the musical score. Adventures of Tintin, which I thought was pretty cool. I haven't seen the movie, but I wish I had. John Williams, he actually gets nominated twice on here for Tintin and Warhorse. There's Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy for Alberto Iglesias. Sounds like a figure skater. The Artist for Ludovic Bourse, and Hugo for Howard Shore. So I don't really remember much of Hugo's soundtrack. I remember it had good music, but there's really nothing that I remember very well. I love the Artist's soundtrack. Just from the trailer, the soundtrack's amazing. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the soundtrack was cool as well. Warhorse soundtrack's good. Tintin, like I said, I haven't heard the soundtrack, but it's an interesting thing. The ones that I'm kind of surprised aren't on there is Drive had a really good soundtrack, and Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That was kind of weird as well. Like, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo definitely could have been on there, and it's not, so that was kind of strange. And then, of course, we have Best Song, Original Song, The Muppets. Am I a Man? Or am I a Muppet? Am I a Muppet? It's gonna be awesome. So I think that's gonna win. And then of course the last one we'll go over is best visual effects. So we got Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows, which unfortunately kind of got snubbed. I think it was one of the best movies of this last year. Hugo, okay. The train station looked really good. Other than that, there wasn't really a whole lot to it. Real Steel, yes, I was happy about that. Real Steel was really good special effects. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Transformers Dark of the Moon. Screw Transformers. Anyways, I think Rise of the Planet of the Apes is going to win. I think it's really going to be between that, Hugo, and Harry Potter. I don't think Real Steel has a chance, but I still am happy it was on the list. I think it was a great movie. But Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Going back up, I'm just going to quickly talk about Best Supporting Actor. That's another person I think that got snubbed that wasn't on there was, even though I think Nick Nolte or Christopher Plummer were going to win regardless, I would have at least liked to see Max von Sydow off of that list and put Andy Serkis on there, because that guy should have been nominated. He deserved the nomination. He deserved the nomination for Lord of the Rings as Gollum, and it's just, when the question is, when is the Academy going to finally say, okay guys, let's go and throw away all of our usual customs and let's actually admit that that is acting, which it is. It's totally acting. If you watch the special features of that film, you'll see how much he gets himself into that role, and I think he totally deserved the nomination, and it's sad he didn't get it. So finally, let's go to the best motion picture of the year. So the nominees are The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. That is ridiculous. That is a waste of a spot. The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, Tree of Life. That's another waste of a spot. Another artsy, crappy film. I like artsy films. I do like artsy films. If they're good, they draw you in. It's a good movie. But this movie was just so boring and nothing happened, and I just didn't care. And War Horse, of course. I think War Horse is War Horse. But the one that I'm voting for, I really think that this year, the Oscar nominations, the big ones, is Artist has 10. Hugo has a whopping 11, which is way more than I thought I was going to get, but that's awesome. I think Help has 5, Descendants has 5, Midnight in Paris has 4, Moneyball has 6, and War Horse has 6. So it's pretty close year this year, but I really think it's going to come down to being between The Artist and Hugo. But I think the underdog is definitely going to be Descendants. I don't see War Horse and Moneyball having much of a chance, but you never know. So anyways, guys, Zeramus555, excuse me, signing out. Let me know what you think of the Oscar nominations this year, if you're into that stuff. Otherwise, hopefully the winners end up being well-deserved, and it's not another lousy year of the Oscars where all the people that deserve it get snubbed. So I guess we'll see. Anyways, guys, peace.